Good evening, everyone. Welcome to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. I'm Dwayne Hulett. Thanks for joining us. And we got a little later start tonight than we had hoped. Some things today just didn't go as planned, so we got here a little late. Had to help out a few friends along the way, and so we didn't get the first two-thirds games covered. Did show a little bit of the Brown County Payson game by the time we got everything set up. But here we are for the final two games of tonight. We'll have all 5 games tomorrow night here at the Lady Sons Classic at Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois. These two teams right now, West Central on your right, and it is Rushville-Industry, the Rockets, on your left. Payson Seymour beat Brown County in the last matchup. There'll be 5 games tomorrow, 4 on Wednesday and 4 on Thursday. As I said, you'll be able to see all those here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. And then you'll see all 9, well, I should say 9 of the 12, but all 9 games here at the high school on Saturday. Kenny Suter will be doing the first 6, I believe, and then the final 3 will be John Burton is the plan, at least right now. Maybe switch that up a smidge towards the end of the day, but we shall see. At any rate, thanks for joining us here on TSSR Game Time Live. We're happy to be with you. This is our, technically, I guess this is going to be about a 3rd or 4th game. We did one Southeastern game last week. We got Wyatt Reed up in Abington covering JV and varsity action against Alleman tonight. He's probably just about done, in all honesty, at 7:30. And we're just getting a good start. 2 more matches to come, as this 7:30 match was supposed to be the 7 p.m. match between Rushville-Industry and West Central. 2 teams are having some last-minute communications. We got Evan Wagner on the camera again tonight, and we are ready to go here from Southeastern High School. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And welcome back, just in time for the teams to go here, as Evan is not standing up with the camera. There he goes. He was waiting to the last second to get going. We had a little camera issue for the last game when we came on for a few minutes. It kept turning on and off, so he was turning the camera there a little bit to make sure everything was going to work. Looks like everything is good. The libero checking in for the Rockets is Taylor Armstrong, and it appears that West Central Heat will have first serve here tonight. And Lauren Winters, no, it's going to be number 21, Liberty Miller, back to serve first here in this one as her first serve comes. It's short and an ace, going to go off the arms of number 25, Caitlin Vogler. And Liberty Miller has her first point and her first ace of the tournament. And we are underway. A nice dig back there by Winters. A free ball comes across. Set middle is going to go, and the attack by Vogler of the Dillon variety. Free ball comes across. Set front, back. On the attack was number 8, I believe, Rebecca Henshaw. A bump set. We pushed across by Miller. Now on the outside, the attack by number 4, Elizabeth Corey. Now back row attack by Haynes. Left side Corey again. Long rally here, and it's going to fall finally. A kill for Elizabeth Corey. And a side out for the Rockets. Evens the score at 1 apiece. Back to serve first for the Rockets, number 22. That is Tana Trone. Nice serve, trouble off the ceiling, and it's going to be a point for Tana Trone. And the Rockets have the lead for the first time. High toss into the net, though it goes. Side out, and we're knotted at 2 now. Scoreboard being a little laggy on us. I apologize in advance. Subs coming in. Out goes number 11, Seats. In comes number 2, Gracie Winters. And she's going to have an ace. Gracie Winters gets the ace. Both points on the offensive side have come off aces for the Heat as they take a 3-2 lead here early in set number 1 of the 4th game of the night here. Off Armstrong up to the ceiling. It's bumped up by Ford, pushed across by Vogler. Left side Haynes on the attack. It's deep and out. Side out. Evens the score at 3 apiece. A couple subs coming in. Number 2 is Addie Green. And number 23, Charlie Gerlman. And Green will come back to serve with the score tied at 3. Give a chance to give the Rushville-Industry Rockets a lead. Back set it goes. The attack is off the arms of Green. And it looks like number 32, Shelby Bowman, gets the kill. And the side out. Back to serve is going to be the aforementioned Bowman. Jump serve off Armstrong. Be a free ball sent across by Ford. Set outside Haynes on the attack off the block of Ford. Doug. Ford comes to get it. It'll be bumped across, but it's not going to get across. Illegal hit. 4 hits, whatever you want to call it. A point for Bowman. First offensive point, not an ace for the Heat. They're up by 2, 5-3. Short off Armstrong. Ford comes to get it. Pushed across by Dylan Vogler. Haynes bump sets backwards, and it's not going to get across. 4 hits and a side out. They got him out of system as Haynes had to go get the second ball, and nobody was at her position where she bumped it to get it across. Back to serve is going to be Devin Vogler, number 20. And an ace. She ties it up at 5. Devin Vogler gets the point and the ace. Low, hard serve. To the net it comes. Haynes pushes across. Ford's there. Green sets middle. On the attack was number 5, Caitlin Fleck. And Haynes that time is going to drive one off the arm of a diving Vogler. Harley Haynes gets her first kill and a side out. 6-5. And back to serve is going to be number 8, Henshaw, I believe it is. Rebecca Henshaw. Pushed across by Fleck. Winters is going to have to send a free ball back across. Armstrong's there. Ford's going to set to Fleck. No, it's not Fleck, excuse me. That was number 23. Oh, a hard hit. It's Doug, though, and Ford's going to send it across. On that hit was Gerlman, excuse me. Now it's going to be a kill off the hand of Liberty Miller, her first kill. And Henshaw is going to get the point. And back to a 2-point advantage for the Heat. Henshaw's serve, right side, goes off of Trone, pushed across by Ford on the second ball, and pushed across by Henshaw. Now it's going to be knocked out by Gerlman as Armstrong gave her a set. She couldn't do anything with it, tried to go paint the line with it a little bit, couldn't get it to stay in. Henshaw gets the second service point. She's the only player to have multiple service points in a single rotation thus far. Fleck on the attack, dug by Bowman. Out to Haynes. Haynes is going to hit it out of bounds. Down the line, side out. Another hitting error for Haynes. She's got 1 kill, 2 errors. Checking in for Rushville-Industry's Dylan Esther. She'll go back to serve. Going out is going to be Italy Ford. Esther to serve. The lefty is dug off the hands Not a good one, but it's going to be Winters sending that across. Green is there. Trone, middle to Fleck, and she hits it into the net. A hitting error and a side out. Back to a 3-point lead, 9-6. Going back to serve is going to be Harley Haynes for the West Central Heat. Live chat's open. Hop in there and tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for if you would. A lot of you watching right now. There's a service error for Haynes as she's struggling a little bit here early in this one. Couple subs coming in. Back in is number 25, Caitlin Vogler. She'll be serving, and back in as well, number 4, Elizabeth Corey. Corey does have 1 kill. Caitlin Vogler's serve. Going to go outside on the attack. Oh, she got a hand under it. What a diving dig by Esther. Back set. Miller dug by Trone. Bump set to Fleck. She sends it across. Haynes is there. It's going to go outside. Pushed across. Trone on the second ball attacks. Tipped across that time by Henshaw. Now Henshaw is going to set Haynes. Pushes it across. Not a good set, but they let it go. Bowman, middle. Winters tips it with her left hand. Trone is there. Sets middle. Fleck. Fleck around the block of Winters. Tipped across and in. Ooh, that was really close. They call it out. So Caitlin Vogler, after all that, is going to get her first service point. It's 9-8. Bowman, little struggles, gets it. Winters on the attack into the net, and we're knotted at 9. Once again, live chat's open. Hop in there and tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We love to see that in the live chat. Get to talk to you a little bit. Vogler has her second service point. Winters tips it across. Trone. Fleck's going to send a free ball into the net, and it's going to be 4 hits. Side out. And back to serve again for the first time, actually, is number 25, Lauren Winters. She will complete the rotation for the Heat. We have free ball sent across. Winters is there. No. That's going to be a free ball across by Seitz. Now, Corey tried to get over to tip that one out. The net was just a little too close to the net. Couldn't do anything with it. It's a point for Winters and the Heat. Deep right corner. It's out. Service error. Makes it 11-10. Checking in for the Heat is Reagan Long, number 12. In for the Rockets is Becca Lewis, number 29, to complete the rotation for them. Her serve is short. Tipped across. Nope, didn't get it across. The bad pass, and it's a point, and we're tied at 11. Becca Lewis gets her first point. Low, hard serve. Haynes is there. Henshaw to Bowman on the attack. Deep and out. Corey hit that one deep and out of bounds. And it's a side out. And again, gets tied, but West Central forces a side out and gets the lead back. Now, as Lewis leaves, that she had to be Fleck had to come in for her just so the libero Armstrong could come back in. There's problems on the serve. Oh, Trone, a good job getting to it, and Vogler gets it across. Deep and out on the attack was Henshaw, and we're knotted at 12. What I was getting ready to say moments ago is Italy Ford checking back in. What I was getting ready to say moments ago is the only time they have led is at 2-1. Have the Rockets, it's either been tied or they've been behind the rest of the way, and that's a service error down the line and out of bounds, and it'll stay that way. 13-12, and the Heat will serve again as Gracie Winters comes back into the ball game. Her second serve attempt. She's got 1 point, which was an ace in her first time through the rotation. This one's deep and out. Another service error. 13-13. Subs again. Green going to come back in. as is number 23, Gerelman. So Addie Green coming back in to serve. Addie did not score in her last rotation, so it was a side out. If she can get a point here, she'll give her team the lead for just the second time in the match. Haynes, a little trouble on the serve receive. They're going to get it across, though, after good hustle by Bowman. Now on the attack is Vogler, and Vogler is going to get the kill. Devin Vogler gets her first kill, and it's a lead again, 14-13 for the Rockets. Addie Green gets her first service point. Green serve, and nope, Gracie Winters is there. Haynes is going to bump it across. Vogler, Trone, Winters, and Miller couldn't get to it. Another point and the largest lead of the match for the Rockets. They lead by 2, 15-13. Another problem with the serve receive. That was Gracie Winters one more time, and an ace that time for Green. She's got the first player to serve 3 straight, and her team leads by 3, 16-13. Subs coming in is back in is Reagan Long. She's going to be served immediately, but she does go get it. Haynes now on the attack, and she hits it into the net. A hitting error, and 4 straight points and a timeout charged to the Heat. We'll take a break as well, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH right after this.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your...
I see acute injuries on the field. I see ankle sprains. I see ACL knee injuries. As well as in the clinic, it's very rewarding to see them from on-the-field injury to rehab to transition back to their event.
And welcome back after the timeout. Green back to the service line. Middle to Bowman, and that's very close. And it is in. A kill for Bowman. And she stops the bleeding for the Heat. That's her second kill. And it's a side out for the Heat. 17-14 now. The Heat trail by 3, and Bowman goes back to serve. She has 1 service point. Trone goes down to get that. A bump set's going to be sent across by Gerelman with a free ball. On a second ball attack, Winters has it. Now Trone sets across to Gerelman again. Middle it goes to Winters. Winters into the net. A hitting error is a side out. 18-14 is the score. And going back to serve is going to be number 20, Devin Vogler. Share and like this post or this stream, if you would, as the service there from Vogler gives a side out back to the Heat. Going back to serve for the Heat is going to be number 8, Rebecca Henshaw. Like the stream, if you would. Share it on all your social media platforms. Let everybody know you're watching. And another service error, side out. Anything you can do, I can do too. 19-15 is the score. Dylan Esther back to serve. Haynes on the attack, hitting air. Esther's going to get the service point, her second. It's 20-15. Back set, Haynes. Off the block that time, and it goes off the arms of Green. A kill for Harley Haynes. It'll be her second. And she'll go back to serve. Back in is Grace Seitz. Green cuts in front of Armstrong, and it results in an ace for Harley Haynes. Early season communication problems a little bit there. Haynes back to serve one more time. This one's deep. Armstrong's there. Trone bump set out to Gerelman. Gerelman sends it across. Henshaw was there. Back set Miller. Miller is partially blocked. Armstrong has it. Trone back out to Gerelman again. Boy, that looked like a carry. Haynes bumps it across. Armstrong sends it across. Somebody was in the net. I believe it was Trone. Nope. Looks like it. Yeah, it was Trone in the net. It's 20-18. Nope. It was Henshaw in the net. I couldn't tell which one, or Seitz, excuse me, in the net. End to serve, number 25, Caitlin Vogler. Deep and in, an ace. They thought it was out. You might have heard him yelling out, 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 and Caitlin Vogler gets her third service point. First ace, and it's 22-17. Vogler serving again. Her team up by 5. Short this time. Bowman's there. It's going to go to Seitz. Seitz off Armstrong with the dig. Fleck's going to have to bump it across. Middle. Winters gets the kill. Gets the side out as well. Lauren Winters, who's a big hitter, gets her first kill. And end to serve is Reagan Long with her team trailing by 4, 22-18 here in set number 1, game number 4 of the Lady Suns Classic. That's deep. Esther's there. Trone to Corey. Outside it comes to Seitz. Trone pushes it across. Haynes is there. It's going to come over and go out of bounds on the overpass. Side out, 23-18. Checking in is going to be number 29, Rebecca Lewis, excuse me. She'll replace Fleck, and then after her service, if everything stays the same, Fleck will replace her, and then the libero will come back in. Trouble. Bowman, though, is going to have it. Nice dig after a big hit. Esther had to dig off the net. It'd be Seitz pushing it across. No, that was Henshaw, excuse me. Free ball over to Heat. Middle it comes to Bowman. She's going to tip it across. Trone is there. Can't do much with it. And Bowman's going to get the kill. Her third. Side out. It's 23-19. Back to serve will be Liberty Miller. Fleck comes in and goes right back out as Armstrong, the libero, comes in for her. 23-19. So again, if you're watching, tell us where you're watching from, who you're cheering for. We greatly appreciate it. Tipped across Trone, and it'll fall with a little dump by Trone, and she'll give her the kill, her first, and she's going to come back to serve as now another sub coming in, Ellie Ford returning for the Rockets, and Trone with a chance to give her team the first set win. Short trouble. There's going to be a free ball across. If it gets across, it does. Vogler's there. Ford back to Vogler. Haynes had it. Bowman gets it across with a backwards bump. Middle to Vogler again. This time it goes off Haynes again, an overpass. Italy Ford bumps it over to Corey. Corey dug by Haynes. Bowman on the attack now, and it's going to be out. And that's how set number 1 will end. 25-19 the score. Rushville-Industry gets the set 1 win. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in just about a minute here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Live from the Lady Suns Classic.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
MDH Sport Medicine Rehab is just not for the athlete. We see a variety of ages, getting them from having pain to no pain to get back to their normal activities and their prior level of function.
And we are back here for set number 2. As you can see on the scoreboard, it was 25-19 Rockets in set number 1. We'll give them the set win. Clear the scoreboard, and Tana Trone is going to start things off for the Rockets this time from the service line. Keith X, I see him. Do I see him on the camera down there? I do see Keith X down there. Talking to Mr. Rigg, I do believe. And an ace for Tana Trone to start things off for the Rushville-Industry Rockets here in set number 2. It's her second service point, first ace of the night. Haynes on the serve receive. Outside it comes to Bowman. Bowman off the block. Dug, Italy forward. Bump set. Vogler sends it back across. It's going to be Seitz on the attack. Italy forward out to Corey. Off the hands of Winters. Bowman's going to push it across. Forward gets it. And can't make a settable pass. And it'll be a side out. We're tied at 1 here in set number 2. Back to serve. Going to be Liberty Miller. Italy forward, middle. Vogler on the attack and the kill. Off the block, she abused it. And Vogler gets the kill. Devin Vogler gets her second kill. Subs coming in now. Gerlman's going to check in on the front row. And coming in to serve this time is Delaney Meyer. Number 24, seeing her first action, her first time at the service line. Serve is a good one. They fight over it a little bit, and it comes to the net. It's an ace for Delaney Meyer, her first point. 3-1 the score. The Rockets with the lead. They are up 1-0. Delaney Meyer back to serve again. Right side this time goes off Seitz. Back to Seitz on the attack. She hits it into the net. A hitting error, and another point for Meyer. Liberty Miller on the set that time. Meyer back to serve again. She's got 2 points, including an ace in her rotation here. Seitz, Miller, middle, Bowman. Going to go. Gerlman's going to bump it across with a little bit of a let serve. Miller back set to Hinshaw. Armstrong, Italy forward. Left side, Gerlman on the attack, and she'll get it to fall. An ace for number 23, Charlie Gerlman. She has her first. Meyer has her third service point, and it's 5-1 Rockets. Haynes, Miller, Bowman. Trone is there. That was Italy forward pushing across on the second touch. Big block by Vogler on Hinshaw's hit. Armstrong goes to get it after it was pushed back across. Now Gerlman's going to go down the line, and it's going to go out of bounds. Gerlman's going to get the kill, her second in this little stretch right here. Meyer serves her 4th straight point. She go back to the service line one more time with her team now up by 5, 6-1. Meyer serve. Short, dug barely. Hinshaw goes to it. Haynes from the back row. Trone tips it across and gets the kill. Or excuse me, Italy forward, not Trone. Italy forward gets the kill. And 5 straight service points off the hand of Delaney Meyer, and that results in a timeout by the West Central Heat. They trail 6, make that 7-1. Here in set number 2, they trail 1-0. This game being brought to you by Ron Elby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years of car sales experience, Ron Elby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lbsalescars.com to check out their inventory. and Adams Experts. Looking for top-notch local computer sales and repair services? Call Adams Experts in Quincy at 217-214-3423 for fast, friendly, and affordable assistance. We make technology work. That's Adams Experts, your go-to when your computer goes down. And Meyer back to serve again. She served 5 straight. Short. It's dug by Winters. Out it comes to Seitz. Not a good set, but she did go to get it. Good job, Armstrong, getting there to set it. Ford's going to set it to Vogler. Kind of took something off that, almost like a change-up from Vogler, and she gets the kill. Devin Vogler gets her 3rd kill. Meyer gets her 6th straight service point, and it's 8-1. Rockets here in set number 2. Bowman is going to find a hole that time as Miller had to take the serve, but Bowman gets the kill. It's her 4th, and it's a side out finally. The bleeding stops for the Heat. Back to serve is going to be number 11, Grace Seitz, I do believe. Across, they're going to call an illegal hit, double hit on Ford, and it will be a point for Seitz and the Heat. Their first point offensively of this second set. Show a little knuckler coming at us there that time, and she's going to get an ace as Seitz, and she's trying to bring her team back into it. Her second service point, first ace of the match. It's 8-4. Deep serve this time. Trone is there. Ford, bump set, left side, Gerlman. Gerlman's hard hit, but it's dug on an overpass. Comes to Ford. She tips it across. Haynes is there. Miller comes to get it. It's going to be tipped across by Henshaw. Out of system, but came and got it. Good job. Now it's going to be Gerlman sending it across. Outside Haynes. Big arm swing, but it's out of bounds. A side out on the hitting error. Makes it 9-4. Couple subs coming in. Vogler going back to serve for the Rockets. Hard and way out of bounds. Across the end line. Side out on the service there, and Armstrong comes in for her. 9-5 the score now. Bowman's serve is dug. Ford bump set over to Corey. It's blocked and then dug up. Haynes going to push it across. Meyer goes to get it. And then Haynes on the overpass is going to knock it home for a kill. Feeding the bear, as Ned Eckert likes to say. Haynes gets her 3rd kill. Bowman gets another service point. It's her 2nd. And another serve here as Meyer goes to get it. Ford bump set out to Corey, and it does not get over the net. Another point for Bowman and the Heat, and they've closed the gap to 2 at 9-7. Low hard serve, and they say it was down. It could have been an illegal hit. It's going to be a point nonetheless for Bowman. 3rd straight, and it's a 1-point game now after it was 6-1 or 7-1 at one point. Haynes on the attack. Gerlman's there. Ford back to Gerlman. Gerlman out on the attack, down the line and deep. It's tied at 9. 5 points now for Bowman. 9-9, set number 2. Trouble on a passing. They are going to get it across, though. Winters on the attack. Armstrong, a nice dig. Ford, a bump set. Out to Gerlman. Gerlman's going to be dug by Bowman. That's going to come to Haynes. Haynes on the attack. Against the block. It's dug up. Comes across. Bowman's there. Out to Haynes again. That time she missed the block but hit it too deep. Another hitting error, and it's a side out to the Rockets. They retake the lead, 10-9. Ford goes out. Esther comes back in. Dylan Esther, 2 points, including an ace. And she's serving with her team a 1-point lead. The lefty down the line. He went to get it. Henshaw pushes it down the line, and Esther can't get to it. A kill for Henshaw of the soft variety, but it's a kill nonetheless, and she'll go back to serve now with the score knotted at 10. Once again, if you're watching here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH, an overpass, join us, and a bad pass results in a side out. Hop into live chat. Tell us who you're cheering for and where you're watching from. The kids can go back and watch the game later. They'll be able to see if you were grandma or grandpa or uncle or aunt, friend watching from wherever you might be watching from. They go back and watch later. They can see that. So hop in there. Tell them good luck. Tell them where you're watching from. That serve was by number 25, Caitlin Vogler, and a kill by Lauren Winters. And a side out brings it back to 11. Haynes back to serve now. So we've been tied at 9, 10, and 11. Esther, Trone with the bump set. Fleck with the push across. Haynes is going to get it. Going to be Seitz with a little miss hit, but it came across. She's going to push it back across, a couple overpasses, and then deep and out. Trone on the attack, hits it out of bounds, and the Heat have the lead for the first time here in set number 2. Harley Haynes gets her first service point. Hard low serve. Armstrong comes to get it. Trone sets outside. Corey dove by Haynes to dig. Now it's going to be a free ball coming across from Seitz. Esther, Trone, Fleck. On the line, down the left corner, and it's a kill for Fleck. She placed it nicely back in the deep left corner. She gets the kill. She'll go out. Green will come in. Addie Green will come in to serve for Fleck now. A little different rotation this time through. Addie Green serving. She's got 4 service points, including an ace. So teams are tied at 12 right now here in set number 2. Lauren Winters, a little push attempt at a kill. Vogler goes up to get it, pushes it across. A nice job of rallying to the ball, and it's brought back across. Trone now out to Corey, and she can't get it across. The set was a little too low, never really got above the net, and it's a side out. Green comes out, Fleck comes in, Fleck goes out, Armstrong comes in, the libero, and to serve is going to be number 12, Reagan Long for the Heat. 13-12, the Heat with the 1-point lead and the serve here. Deep. It was dug by Vogler. And it's out as Devin Vogler hit it deep and out of play. It's 14 as Long gets the service point. Trone, Vogler on the attack, and she hit Long before Long had a chance to hit the ball, and it's a kill for Vogler. Her 4th. And back to serve is going to be Tana Trone, with her team trailing by 1. They've led by as many as 7-1 and have let the Heat come back and take a lead. Vogler comes up to get it. Now it's going to be Devin Vogler on the attack. Big block by Bowman. Vogler sends it across again. Haynes is there. And in the net. And we're tied at 14. Trone gets another service point. That's her 3rd. That's deep and in on the line. An ace for Tana Trone, and she retakes the lead for her team. And she's got 4 points, including 2 aces now. She does have 1 dink kill as well. 15-14. The score, short and into the net, a side out on the service error. 15-15, Liberty Miller going back to serve, and sub coming in. I'm going to be Piper Ebert, I believe, checking in for the Heat. Short and an ace for Liberty Miller. It comes in just past the 10-foot line, right down the left side of the defense, and Liberty Miller gives her team the lead with the ace. She's got 2 service points. Both of them are aces. Armstrong forward back in, pushed across, It came outside the line. Corey kind of mishit it as she tried to send it across, and it's going to be a point for Liberty Miller and the Heat. That's the first point for Miller that is not an ace. Ford sets middle. Devin Vogler mishit it, but it's going to fall. An ace. She mishit it or hit it off the side of her hand on purpose, but it fell just across the net. Devin Vogler is going to get her 5th kill and a side out. Makes it 17-16. And Delaney Meyer checks back in. She served 6 straight earlier. See what she can do here. It's deep. Haynes is there. Miller sets middle to Bowman. Bowman on the attack, and it's out. Hitting air. No, they called in the net on Devin Vogler, and side out to the Heat, and back to serve is going to be Grace Seitz. 18-16. Myers there. Ford, Vogler. Replay. Neither official saw whether it was in or out. That's the first one of those I've seen in quite some time, in all honesty. But get one nonetheless. Seitz another chance to serve. Deep middle. Trone is there. Ford sets left side. Gerelman, and Gerelman hits it out of bounds, and it's 19-16. Heat with the lead. Seitz gets the service point. That's her 3rd. Timeout on the floor. Charged to the Rockets. It's their first timeout. This game being brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. And McDonough Telephone Cooperative. This Southeastern game stream is made possible in part by McDonough Telephone's fiber internet. McDonough Telephone offers lightning fast and reliable fiber internet, video, phone, and camera systems to the McDonough County area. Call 309-772-776-3211 to check your availability. And Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar. Sports Corner at 124. Seitz back to serve. Ford sets to Gerelman. Gerelman on the attack. To the net it comes. Punched across by Piper Ebert. Ford gets the free ball across. Miller sets to Haynes. Haynes is going to abuse the block. And they say it did get over the net. Haynes is going to get the kill. Her 4th. And another point for Seitz. Her 4th as well. (20-16). Tipped across by Vogler. Bumped across by Bowman. Ford's there. Now Vogler with a chance to attack. Miller's there. They're out of system. Haynes is going to have to push the guard. Deep right corner. What placement. A kill for Haynes, and she saw the open corner and just pushed the ball there. Didn't hit it hard. Kept it low on a nice set kill, and it's 21-16. And Grace Seitz has 4 straight service points now. And this is a deep corner serve. Myers there. Ford bump set. Going to be Vogler sending it across the free ball. Miller bump set Bowman. Haynes on the attack now to Trone. Trone gets it. It's going to be punched across by Vogler. It's going to be brought up by Piper. Down by Haynes. Dug by Trone. Ford now with it. Vogler's going to push it deep corner, kind of trying to pull a page out of Haynes' book. Haynes is going to do it again, though. That time it was a nice dig back there by Seitz, and Haynes comes to get it. Goes that deep right corner again. She gets kill number 6, and it's 22-16. And Seitz gets another point. She's up to 6 service points now. 22-16, trying to fight this to a 3rd set. Armstrong, Ford, left side it goes Gerelman. Haynes is there. Miller sets out to Haynes again. She's going to tip it across. Vogler gets away with what looked like a real big carry right there, but she gets the kill nonetheless. And it's 6 kills for Devin Vogler, Fleck coming back into the ball game. 22-17. Rockets wanting to end this one in 2 are going to have to go on a run here. Vogler's serve. Hard jump serve is in, as it went right at the head of Long, and she thought it was deep. She was not deep enough, though, and it goes on the line, and it's going to be Devin Vogler with her first point and her first ace of the game, and it's 22-18. Another hard, low serve. That one does go out, and it's 23-18. Back to serves Bowman. Deep right corner. Trone is there. Bowman has 5 service points so far. Overpass. It's pushed across. Miller's there. Pushed across again by Piper Ebert, and she'll get her first kill of the game. And a point for Bowman. And it's set point for West Central as a chance to go to 3 here. Bowman's serve. It's deep. A floater floated out of bounds, and it's a side out. It's going to take 5 straight service points off the hand of a number 21, Dylan Esther, in order to keep this from being a 3-set match. Esther's serve, the lefty, to Haynes. Middle, pushed across by Haynes. It's going to be an overpass and out of bounds, and that's how this one's going to end, on a side out, 25-19. So it's 25-19, 19-25, or 19-25, 25-19, depending on how you want to look at it, as both sets have been 25-19. Problem is, each team has won one like that. We'll have a rub match here in just a couple minutes here on TSSR Game Time Live. Rushville-Industry and West Central going 3 at the Lady Sons Classic. We'll be right back.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Minimally invasive surgery offers a variety of benefits to the patient. We are now able to offer patients a variety of operations with small incisions rather than big open incisions. The surgeries that we can do now, minimally invasive, include bariatrics, hernia repair, colorectal surgeries, faster recovery, smaller incisions, faster time back to work.
I would have to say that is the most rewarding part of what I do, making a difference in people's lives, taking care of the women from puberty on through postmenopausal stages and seeing them go through the phases and stages of life.
And welcome back to Southeastern High School, Augusta, Illinois. The Lady Sons Classics, match number 4 of the night. First one to go 3, I do believe. It's 25-19 in set 2. It was 25-19 in set 1. And we're going to see what happens in set 3. I do believe they'll only play to 15 since it's a tournament, though, here. We'll wait and see for verification on that, but it's what they have done in the past. So set number 3 is coming your way as both teams have 1 set apiece. This game being brought to you, as I said, Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is Sports Corner at 124. With a focus on local sports, catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. And Ronaby Auto Sales with locations in Macomb and Augusta. With 80 years car sales experience, Ronaby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lbsellscars.com to check out their inventory. And it does appear that West Central will have the serve. Oddly enough, both teams have lost this game that they started to. You know, come up here and talk to me? Come on up here. Keith Yex just walked in front of us. I'll have him come up and talk at some point here. But what I was saying is both teams have lost the game they served first in, so the Heat are serving first here. Don't know if that matters or not. But It's going to be a side out right off the bat because Liberty Miller has a service error. Tana Trone going back to serve now. Her team up 1-0 here in set number 3. Liberty Miller to bump to dig it out of the net. Armstrong's there. Ford's going to push it across. Bowman was there, though. Miller now is going to set back to Henshaw. She comes across. Ford's there. Vogler pushes it across on the second touch. Miller to Seitz. Dug by Armstrong. Trone bump sets. Corey sends it across. Winters is there. Back set. Haynes on the back row attack, and she just took way too much off of it. A hitting error, and Trone's going to get the service point. For Trone, it's her 5th. Her team leads 2-0 here in set number 3. Tip down. On a dig, a one-arm dig by Ford. Corey's going to push it across. Winters is there. Sets middle now. Bowman does Miller, and Bowman's going to get the... Nope, it was out. Man, it was close, but it's out of bounds. A hitting error, and Trone gets another service point. Haynes. Miller bump set out to Seitz. Seitz is going to have to push it across with a set. Ford tips it across. Now it's going to be a free ball by Miller brought across. Ford going to go up and push it across herself. Haynes is there. Miller back set to Henshaw. Henshaw down the line into the corner. It's out of bounds. Just out down the line. Great thought. A little too far out, though, and Trone's going to get another service point. Bowman bumps it across. Middle. Vogler on the attack. It's deep and out. Side out. First point of the match comes on a side out. Bringing the score to 4-1. Rockets with the lead. Rockets had a 7-1 lead in set number 2 and ended up losing that one 25-19. That's Seitz back to serve. Armstrong takes the serve. Vogler on the attack after the bump set, and it goes out of bounds. Seitz tried to reach up and hit it. Couldn't get a hand on it. Good deal because she let it go out of bounds. Seitz is going to get the service point, her 7th. That's 4-2. Vogler, overpass, tipped down by Haynes. Dug one-armed again by Ford. Now Corey's going to push it across. Nice running dig by Winters. Haynes on the attack, and it's going to be off the block of Ford, and Harley Haynes gets her 7th kill, and another point for Seitz. She's up to 8, and it's a 1-point game, 4-3. Deep serve. Trone is there, and she can't handle it. It's going to be an ace off the arms of Trone, and we're knotted at 4. Armstrong can't handle that one. An ace for Seitz again, her 3rd, 2nd in a row, and the Heat lead 5-4. She's rolled off 4 straight service points, has Grace Seitz. That goes off Armstrong. Ford comes to get it. Vogler's going to hit it across. Winters went down to get it. Haynes on the attack, and she just whiffed and missed it. It's a side out. We're knotted at 5. Gerlman's going to check in. I believe Delaney Meyer checking in to serve as Corey takes a seat. Delaney Meyer, who served 6 straight in her first service, had one later. And set 2. It's 5-5. Haynes on the attack. She doesn't miss that one, and it's out. Deep. She hits it long, and it's a point for the Rockets, and Delaney Meyer continues to be hot from the service line. She's got 8 service points in this match. First one of set number 3, however. She did not serve in set 1. Short, dug by Winters. Back set goes to Bowman, dug by Meyer. That's going to be a free ball sent across by Vogler. Dug over there by Winters of the Grace variety, and Haynes is going to drive one home. She gets her 8th kill, and it is 6-6. And going back to serve is Bowman, and Keith Yex is hopping on here with me for a minute. Serve is dug by Trone. Ford to Vogler off the block, dug by Haynes. Pushed across by Liberty Miller. Ford now. Vogler again. It just tips it, but can't get it to fall. Great dig over there by Henshaw, and I'll turn you up here a little bit. Oh, big block by the Heat, but it comes right back across at him. Now Liberty Miller over to Haynes. Haynes is going to tip it across. Vogler's there, and they're going to call Haynes, I believe, for stepping either under the net or into the net. I'm not real sure which, but at any rate, it is a side out to the Rockets, and Vogler of the Devon variety is going to come back to serve. You didn't know if you were going to make it tonight, but you're here.
Well, we got the 12-page fall preview done.
That's what we like to hear, getting it done on deadline. Oh, trouble, a double hit from Fleck, I do believe, or they called a lift, whichever way they want to call it. She tried to hit it on the block, and it wasn't anybody there. I think everybody else thought she was going to block it too. Henshaw goes back to serve. That kind of stuff happens occasionally, doesn't it?
All the time.
Meyer, Ford, Corey. They're going to try to Haynes again. She's going to drive that one home. They're coming right at you there, Keith. Haynes gets her 9th kill.
You'll have to put up the Greg Phelps Memorial net.
No kidding, right? That's what I'm saying. Henshaw got the point. Ford. Girlman from the middle gets the kill.
Be like Jeff Healy in Roadhouse. You know, he was always behind the cage.
Yeah, we need to put up some chicken wire fence in front of us to protect us, don't we? Girlman gets the kill. That's, going to see, what is that? That's her 3rd kill. Coming back to serve is Dylan Esther. What do you think they'd do if I walked around with one of those? There's Haynes again on the attack, that time from the right side on the serve receive, and she gets her 10th kill. Think anybody think it was funny if I put me up a chain or a chicken wire protector in front of me every time I came here? I could paint stuff on it, make it look cool. What do you think? Probably not, huh?
Probably not. I'd go plexiglass myself.
You think so?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have quite the same effect, though. I mean, I wouldn't have the Roadhouse effect if we did that. That was a great pass over by Girlman right there, and it's going to fall across.
It'd be more like you're at a hockey arena, though.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's always baffled me how the guys sit 4 miles up in the stands instead of right behind the bench to do hockey.
Well, you can't see anything from right behind the bench. You ever sat on the glass of the hockey game?
But if you go 10 rows up from the bench, you can see.
Yeah, you can. You don't have to be all the way up there. You're right. But those people aren't even watching the game. They're just watching the monitor anyway. Most of them. Yep. Coming in to serve is going to be Caitlin Vogler. She's got 3 service points, including an ace. Her team trails 9-10, or 10-9, whatever way you want to look at it. And hey, nope, that was.
They're calling us
Winters.
Tight.
They called Fleck on in the net, didn't they? It's 11-9. And who's going to come in to serve? It's going to be Reagan Long coming in to serve, number 12. 11-9's the score, and they are going to 15 since this is a tournament, right? That's what they did last year. I thought that's what they were going to do, but I didn't ask anybody before we started. That's that horrible prep that you know I don't do. Miller, Armstrong, Trone, and Corey with as good a hit as she's had in quite some time. Now Seitz with it. Nice dig there by Esther. Back out to Corey again. Deep corner, Haynes with a dig. Henshaw went to get it. It's a free ball. Trone sets middle to Fleck, blocked by Bowman. Now back out to Corey. It's way outside. She does get it across the net, brings it inside the pole. Now it goes out to Liberty Miller. She does not get it across the net. A hitting error. Into the stripe it goes, and it's 11-10 on the side out. And coming in to serve is going to be Addie Green, number 2, replacing Fleck. They have been changing. They changed their rotations about every game in this. Rushville has. It's been hard to. I thought I could have it one set, and they change it. And there's Bowman with a tip. It's going to come back across. Nice dig by Caitlin Vogler. Trone back to Devin Vogler, and she hits another one long. There's a whole lot of net moving. Somebody had to be in it at some point right there, but it's 12-10, a side out. And more substitutions. Haynes is going to go back to serve.
Well, this is one of those tournaments you want to keep the other coach off balance. You don't want them to know what you're going to do.
Right, it's early season, right?
Yep.
Next time you see him, you don't want him to know. Liberty Miller's actually back to serve. I apologize. Trone, Vogler, On a little slide because it was not a good set, but she got it across anyway. Armstrong's there. Vogler of the Caitlin variety comes to get it. Trone gave it all she had, but just couldn't get it up in the right direction to come across the net, and it's going to be 13-10. Liberty Miller gets the point, her fourth, and a timeout charged to the Rockets. And Payson Seymour got the win over Brown County a little bit ago. Brown County, a really good volleyball team last year, still going to be pretty good, but Payson Seymour got the win earlier.
Payson's always good, though.
That's what's, I've talked to Coach Kerr about this, and I think you and I have talked about this in the past. This is probably as good of a Class 1A tournament as you're going to see in the state of Illinois if you're talking about really all of them being Class 1A teams.
Well,
I guess Illini West is 2A.
And West
but,
Hancock are 2A, but everybody else is 1A.
But they're really small 2A. It's not like they're big 2A teams, are they? I mean, they don't fit way up at the top of the 2A list, do they? Right things fall and they become a 1A team. There's been a lot of movement in that this year, it seems like. Have you noticed? Have you heard that? It seems like a lot of people I talk to have switched to 1A or from 2A.
I still think Illini West and West Hancock have too much total enrollment to go 1A.
I think you're right, but it'll be a long time before that would ever happen. But there's going to be a bunch of free balls coming across here. There's Vogler going to tip that one across. Wasn't pretty, but the Heat got it back across again. Now it's going to be Corey on the attack. It's dug over there by Long. Out back row attack by Haynes. Armstrong's there. Trone, Vogler. Bowman pushes it across on second touch. Now Trone's going to try to push it across. Oh, what a job of finding the hole. She saw the defense slide with her, and she came back across the court and gets the kill in the side out. That was a nice job of, it's always good when you see the kids see those open spots on the floor and just kind of push the ball to it, isn't it?
Yep.
Haynes on the serve receive. Middle is going to go to Bowman. Forward is there. Vogler pushes it across. Overpass comes back. Forward again. Back to Vogler again. Off the block of Bowman. Liberty Miller had to take it. They're out of system, but a good set anyway. Seitz pushes it. Italy Ford pushes it deep corner. Miller's there again. Bowman. Ford goes outside to Corey this time and down the line, off the stripe and across the net, and it's 13-12. Corey gets the kill. That's her second. Trone gets another service point. It's her seventh. 13-12. Haynes going to have to send it across deep. Armstrong's there. Ford's going to go middle. Big surprise to Vogler, and she abuses the block of Bowman, and it goes down and out of bounds. We're tied at 13. Another kill for Devin Vogler. She's at 7. Trone gets another service point. She's at 9. Oh, wrong person. She's at 8, excuse me. Vogler again, and that one's going to go down clean. Vogler up to 8 kills now, and the Rockets have served off 3 straight to take a 14-13 lead. That one's, I was going to say dropping short, well, dropped a little too short into the net, and we're knotted at 14 on the side out.
So now we got to play the 16.
Yep.
If they're not playing the 25.
No, I think I'm relatively certain they did 15 last year. Corey sent it across. Haynes now on the attack and into the net. A side out, and it should be match point again as Haynes hit it into the net. And Delaney Meyer coming in to try to get the win, I do believe. We'll see if I'm correct or not on that. The way they celebrated that point, I'd almost say I am, but Miller. Back set, that's a problem. Oh, coming across. Nice job. One-arm dig by Meyer. Miller out to Haynes now on the attack. It's blocked and then dug. Ford out to Gerlman. Gerlman dug over there by the Heat. Now middle it comes to Bowman. She's going to tip it across. Ford's there. Vogler's going to push it across. It's off the hands and it's going to fall. And Vogler is going to end this one at 16-14.
You definitely have to say Rushville-Industry earned this win after, winning the first game and then just not playing well in the second match, letting West Central believe they were still in this, and then they come back and take it home.
I don't know when you got here, but the first game was close until like 15-15, and then Rushville ran away with it. Rushville opened up set 2 with a big lead and then let West Central run away with it. And this one was really pretty close throughout. But 16-14 in set 3. That means a 25-19, 19-25, 16-14 win for Rushville-Industry over West Central. West Central has turned right back around and play one of the toughest teams in the tournament, Southeastern, and that's not the kind of loss you want to take before facing a team like Southeastern. I don't know if any kind of thing prepares you for a team like Southeastern necessarily, but Southeastern's probably going to get better as the year goes along as they get a couple players back too.
Yeah, and it's not often in a tournament like this you see somebody play back-to-back on opening night.
Yeah, I wondered, it's a pretty good trip. I think West Central probably has the longest trip to get here of anybody, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that isn't the reason why they did it. I don't remember them doing it this way in the past, but I could be wrong. They didn't do it. They didn't have anybody play a second game last year, did they?
Nope.
I didn't think so. So, well, that'll do it here from Southeastern High School in Augusta, Illinois for game number 4. We'll take a break. We'll be back in our next stream with game number 5 of the night. The home team and hosts, Southeastern Lady Suns, take on the West Central Heat. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH in just a few minutes. Thanks, Keith. We appreciate you. Are you going to stick around, or are you going to take pictures of this next one?
I'll stick around for a while and take pictures from up here.
Okay, sounds perfect. We'll be back in just a few minutes.